In this video, we will cover the controversial situation a 33-year-old had unintentionally ended up in after miscarrying her baby back in September of 2023. Ohio became the focus of a bitter debate over abortion rights this fall, when 33-year-old Brittany Watts began passing thick blood clots at just 21 weeks and 5 days pregnant. Watts, who had not shared the news of her pregnancy even with her family, made her first prenatal visit to a doctor's office behind Mercy Health St. Joseph's Hospital in Warren. In that visit, the doctor said that, while a fetal heartbeat was still present, Watts's water had broken prematurely, and the fetus she was carrying would not survive. And if the fetus had survived the delivery, it would face significant risk of death, according to records of her case. What followed was a harrowing 3 days that included multiple trips to the hospital, Watts miscarrying into, and then flushing and plunging a toilet in her home. There was also a police investigation of those actions, and Watts being charged with abuse of a corpse, which is a 5th-degree felony punishable by up to a year in prison and a $2,500 fine. Her case was sent last month to a grand jury. It has touched off a national firestorm over the treatment of pregnant women. Civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump posted Watts's situation on Twitter, and supporters have donated more than $100,000 through GoFundMe for her legal defense, medical bills, and trauma counseling. It is becoming a growing issue that pregnant women like Watts, who was not even trying to get an abortion, have increasingly found themselves charged with crimes against their own pregnancies. At the time of Watts's miscarriage, abortion was legal in Ohio through 21 weeks and 6 days of pregnancy. Her lawyer, Tracy Timko, said Watts left the hospital on the Wednesday when, coincidentally, her pregnancy arrived at that date, after sitting for 8 hours awaiting care. It turned out the delay was because hospital officials were deliberating over the legalities and whether it was something they were allowed to handle. Watts had been admitted to the Catholic hospital twice that week with vaginal bleeding, but she left without being treated. A nurse told the 911 dispatcher that Watts returned no longer pregnant on that Friday. She said Watts told her, the baby's in her backyard in a bucket, and that she didn't want to have a child. But Watts insisted that she didn't recall saying the pregnancy was unwanted. It was unintended, but she had always wanted to give her mother a grandchild. The prosecutor told the judge that the issue isn't how the child died, or when the child died. It was the fact that the baby was put into a toilet, was large enough to clog up the toilet, left in that toilet, and she went on with her day. We know that at the time of the miscarriage, the fetus was 21 weeks and 5 days old. This image shows roughly the size of the baby at that point in time. The prosecutor also mentioned that Watts left home for a hair appointment after miscarrying, leaving the toilet clogged. And also that police later found the fetus wedged within the pipes of her home. A county forensic investigator reported feeling what appeared to be a small foot with toes inside Watts' toilet. Police seized the toilet and broke it apart to retrieve the intact fetus as evidence. Testimony and an autopsy confirmed that the fetus died in utero before passing through the birth canal. In regard to abuse, the examination identified no recent injuries. Timko, a former prosecutor, said Ohio's abuse of corpse statute is vague. It prohibits treating a human corpse in a way that would outrage reasonable family or community sensibilities. From a legal perspective, there's no definition of corpse, she said. Can you be a corpse if you never took a breath? Although she is filled with anxiety waiting for the grand jury to decide whether she should be indicted for the alleged abuse of a corpse, she said she is grateful for support from her community. That's it for this video. What are your thoughts? Does Brittany deserve to pay for the mishandling of her baby's body? Comment below and tell us how you feel she should have handled that situation. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the information we shared with you in this video. We could use your help towards reaching our goal of 1,000 subscribers by 2024. Thanks.